Okay, so WinInfo did quite a bit of testing, but I'd recommend, and that's really testing that you do on the client, but after you've made an image, I would suggest you prepare your own sort of WinTest PowerShell script that tests all the applications. Just do it once on the reference image, the golden image. You know, if it works there, just to make sure that the, say, Windows updates haven't broken anything in the applications. So that can be as sophisticated as you want, because you only have to run it once. So now we're assuming you've run that and you've run WinInfo, and so what you want to do now is deploy it, and all that means is changing live and test on the red server. So there's a script here on the Hyper-V machine called deploy, and you have to tell it which family you want to do. I do TT. The network connection could not be found. It does a sort of it drops a network drive before starting. We'll go over the script in a minute. And now it says, do you want to replace something that was done on the 13th of April with something that was done on the 29th? The answer is we do, yes. So it now writes a new directory to version tt.txt and drops the connection. This is the script. So it connects to the red server there, and looks in version, whichever one you use in the command line, on the red server to find out what directory is which, and version.tt contains the name of the directory, tt1, tt2. So gets version 1 or 2 by taking the last character of the directory, which is set there, and if it's 1 it sets it to 2, and if it's 2 it sets it to 1, because what's in version is the production live directory containing the install.wim file. So it swaps them over. Remember, this is the install.wim has already been copied over, and all it does is ask you if this is the one that you want by doing directories of are you sure, and if you're sure, then it just writes the new directory, which has been swapped over, into version1.txt, and then it's ready to use in production live. That means that when you swap it over, any installs that have started just carry on using the directory they're currently looking at, and any new ones after this deploy has been done get the new one. So that's all there is to that. Now this is the very same thing in Unix, written in Bash. So first of all you start it deciding which family of images to deploy, in which case we've got TT and min, but it could be anything else. It then looks for the file with the family, so that'd be version dash say TT, and has a look at it, extracts the version number, which is the last digit of the file name, swaps them over. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 1, and that's the new version. It then tells you what is in each install.wim, so that you are doing the right ones, and if you say yes, it goes ahead and writes the new directory name into version. We'll just see that running. So it's TT. Do you want to replace, let's have a look, one that was built on the 13th with something that was built on the 29th? Are you sure? Yes, we are. It's done it. So let's have a look at version. So it was TT1, and now if we have a look at it, we can go it's TT2. Of course you could just do this by hand if you wanted to, but that's the Linux version, which might be useful if you are doing a strict regime of testing on the new image, the test image, and really at that point you could turn off the Windows Hyper-V system, and so yeah, you could deploy it from there, but if it's switched off, it's much easier just to deploy it from the server itself. Okay.